When the morning light breaks through the sky, feel the power within, it's time to rise. Every challenge, every fight, you are stronger, you are the light. Dreams are calling, don't you see? You're the captain of your destiny. With every step, with every stride, feel the fire, let it guide. Rise and shine, the world's in your hands. Take a stand, make your plans. With your heart, with your mind, you're unstoppable, one of a kind. Rise and shine, the valleys over peaks, in every silence, in every speech. You have the power, you have the grace. Every day is a new embrace. Dreams are calling, don't you see? You're the captain of your destiny. With every step, with every stride, feel the fire, let it guide. Rise and shine, the world's in your hands. Take a stand, make your plans. With your heart, with your mind, you're unstoppable, one of a kind. Rise and shine. When the shadows fall and night is long, hold on tight, keep your spirit strong. In every heartbeat, in every breath, you find your strength, you find your path. Rise and shine, the world's in your hands. Take a stand, make your plans. With your heart, with your mind, you're unstoppable, one of a kind. So rise and shine, let your spirit soar. Every day brings more and more.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're watching or listening from. Welcome and welcome back to the Future Focus podcast. I'm Latina, your Future Focus PM, providing you with news and information in project management and AI. Thanks for watching the replay or watching live here with me now. Also, let me know where you're listening and watching from, and also like, comment, share on whatever platform you're using. And if you have not already, please connect with me on LinkedIn and all other platforms as Latina L. Lewis. All right. So let's get into the conversation for this week. So this particular article is actually called AI's Ability to Overcome Technology Barriers, how to Automate Automation with Gen AI. All right. Now, I'm going to provide an overview of this article first, and then I'm going to get into the specific conversation I want to talk about with this article. So one second, let me get my area adjusted here. So just to tell you about the article, it was done by controldesk.com. I'm sorry, controldesign.com on September 25th. All right. And the article discusses how Gen AI can help overcome the barriers preventing widespread adoption of automation technologies, especially in industries like manufacturing. So it makes that claim, and it focuses on manufacturing. It focuses on manufacturing, right? Historically, automation required specialized skills and resources, creating a gap between digitally advanced companies and those that are lagging behind. And the article goes on to highlight some key factors that have slowed adoption in this particular industry, and how Gen AI is now helping companies in this industry optimize their processes. Now, as I was reading this article, I read a few articles to decide what I'm going to talk about. But as I was reading this particular article, my thought was that the same factors that have been highlighted for manufacturing in this article, in my opinion, are likely the same culprits related to why there may be slow AI adoption in other sectors. So this is the part of the article that I'm going to focus on, along with another smaller segment of the article that I'll talk about after that I'm going to talk about today. All right. And as always, I'm going to put a link to the full article either in the chat or in the description for you to read it in full. Okay. So with that overview, let's go ahead and get into the conversation. So the article brings up 4 different reasons why an AI may be, or why companies may be slow to adopt AI. So let's talk about those four. One of them is high perceived cost. Okay, so many organizations view the cost of AI and automation as prohibitively high. All right, and then this perception can often stem from a misunderstanding of the long term benefits of AI. So the return on investment may be high, given that adopting AI is going to increase your productivity as well as your profitability. So that whole high perceived cost, again, may stop companies from adopting AI too quickly, until they have a really good grasp. And because AI in a lot of situations is still very new, all the different ways in which you can adopt AI are very new. So that perceived increase in productivity and profitability, this may not be believed. All right. So that high perceived cost up front is what may be stopping companies from adopting AI. Okay. So that's one reason the article pulls out. Reason number two is analysis paralysis. Okay, we've heard this common phrase before, right? So companies often face decision fatigue due to the vast, overwhelming number of vendor solutions and tools that are available. There's thousands of choices out there right now. And those choices change, all right? And so, with all those choices, organizations may delay adopting AI due to uncertainty about selecting the right technology or fear of making the wrong decision. Some companies may have started to adopt maybe a particular AI tool, or maybe started with an AI vendor. Maybe that vendor is no longer in business. I mean, this technology and this industry changes with regards to AI. Maybe the tool that they or solution that they've chosen maybe has some upgraded features, that and those upgraded features is maybe change the direction of or the course of how they want to move. So that can lead to that whole analysis paralysis, right? You've got so many options. So as a result of that, you can't make a final decision. So that could be another reason that companies are slow to adopt AI. All right. The third reason, inefficient processes. Now, I'll tell you, this particular one resonated with me quite a bit, and I'll tell you why in a second. But the idea here is that AI applied to inefficient processes magnifies it, the it being the inefficient process. And that can deter companies from adopting it. Now, in my former life, prior to starting my project management consulting business, I was a project manager that implemented electronic health systems within behavioral health facilities, rehab facilities, hospitals, and so on in the healthcare industry. One of the things I recognized and what I believe to be true, and why this particular topic or this particular point resonates with me, is that when you start to adopt a new electronic system, it is going to show your inefficiencies. And that's whether or not you are going from a legacy electronic system to a new one, or whether you're going from paper, to something even, from paper into electronic. I noticed that in every situation, when I was implementing or assisting in that implementation as a project manager, those inefficiencies were glaringly obvious. They just show up. So as a result of that, there's that inefficient process, that there was a slow adaptation, or people had to step back and really look at their workflows and make sure they were on point, so that when they adopted that new solution, it wasn't going to make things slower or make things inefficient, right? So this is a really good reason why some companies may be slow to adopt. It's because you really have to look at what you're working with currently, make sure that you take out all of those things that you're not using before you start to apply something as new as an AI tool or technique. All right. So this one resonated big time for me. All right. Next, or the fourth one, sector specific challenges. And this is also something that I experienced in my former life as a PM. Different industries face unique obstacles when it comes to AI adoption. So let's take the healthcare example once again. Healthcare is going to face certain regulatory challenges or regulatory parameters that they have to stick within. So in that particular situation, you want to make sure, one of the reasons why a company might be slow to adopt is that they want to make sure that whatever they adopt does not take them out of that regulatory space, does not violate in some way, shape, or form that regulation. You see that in healthcare. You see that in manufacturing, for example, with maybe OSHA, all those types of things. So that is a reason, or that could be a reason, that those hurdles might slow the adoption. All right. So of these four, which one resonated with you the most? For me, it was the inefficient processes one, because I've seen that. Which one of those four resonated with you in terms of why a company might be slow to adopt AI? Okay. Now, the other part of the article that I wanted to bring up is that the article highlighted the evolving role of Gen AI in transforming job roles. It talked about different job roles. It talked about sales reps, mechanical drafters. I think it talked about a couple of engineering roles, and it also talked about project managers. It said that PMs can leverage AI to streamline routine tasks, like monitoring milestones, preparing budgets, just overall tasks. And that streamlining of those tasks or those things can help you focus more on more important things like decision making, like stakeholder management and engagement, which is important because without people, you don't have a project. So you can focus on those more critical elements when you're using AI to help you automate some tasks. Now, what I really liked about this was that it talked uh, about generative AI transforming job roles, not taking away or replacing job roles, but transforming. Now, that isn't to say that there isn't going to be some level of displacement with the evolution and the adoption of AI. I believe that's going to happen. However, I think for the most part, the majority of jobs are going to be transformed rather than removed. And project management is one of them. That AI is a transforming agent, if you will, in project management to help you focus in on some more critical things of your role and of your job. Okay. All right, guys, that's my story of this article, and I'm sticking to it. So let's recap a few things here. High perceived costs can deter AI adoption despite clear long term benefits. Decision paralysis occurs when you're overwhelmed by too many choices, too many options, too many vendors. Inefficient processes, my favorite one of the group. Inefficient processes magnify when AI is applied without first optimizing workflows. Sector specific challenges, such as regulations, can slow AI adoption in certain industries. And finally, generative AI can assist project managers by automating routine tasks, freeing up time for strategic decision making. All right. So, what did you think? What do you think about this article? Or the points that I brought out of the article. The article does, like I said, get into some other things with relation to manufacturing and other automations. So when you read through that, you'll get to see that. You'll get to see those other roles that it picks up as well. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Once again, check out my free resources on my website, kinsmanpointconsulting.com. And then please connect with me on all platforms. All right. I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.